feet of Jesus. I am listening and learning from one of God's giants. I have known Tom Elliff for a long time. In recent years, he's become a key advisor, friend, and confidant. I've watched him walk through the fires of ministry from a distance and up close. He is a man you would want to walk with through a fire. Tom models for me the spirit-filled life that can survive life's fires. I'm blessed to have prayer warriors in the church and around the country. These individuals have covered me in ways only eternity will reveal. Paul said it best in his letter to the Philippians, "Yes, and I will rejoice, for I know that this will turn out for my deliverance through your prayers and the provision of the Spirit of Jesus Christ." Chapter 1, verses 18 through 19. We need both. I need both. To live a fireproof life, I am desperate for the prayers of the saints and the provision of the Spirit. I know in glory I will praise God for my deliverance from fires the enemy set for me because of the prayer that bombarded heaven on my behalf and because of the provisions of the Spirit of Christ. There are many casualties in the family of God. Some warm themselves at the enemy's fire, while others play with fire. Many foolishly think they are fireproof in their own strength. This book is written with the prayer that we will all finish well. Although the fires will come, we can make preparations for them. We don't have to be casualties or statistics. We can do more than survive. My prayer for you is that God would use these pages, along with the prayers of the saints and the provisions of the Spirit, to see you safely home. Michael Catt, Albany, Georgia. Chapter 1. Standing in the Fire. He will be like a tree firmly planted by streams of water. Psalm 1:3. My friend Ken Jenkins is a professional photographer. While researching sequoias in California several years ago, Ken had a lengthy conversation with one of the foresters there. There had been a forest fire among these giant trees, some of which are so old they date back to the time of Christ. A sequoia can live through many fires, surviving because its bark is 2 feet thick. But after a fire, a tree can smolder for 6 to 12 months from the pain and suffering of the flames that lashed at the bark. When trials by fire come, we often find ourselves smoldering. We end up asking God, "Why this?" or "Why me?" We can even buy into the lie, "If God loved me, He wouldn't have allowed this to happen." But it is wrong to assume that God does not love us, does not care, or does not know what we are going through. The reality is that all of us go through fires in times of testing. Trials show what we're made of. They reveal our hearts, our faith, our level of maturity. The fires in the sequoia forest actually produce favorable results. When the cone of the sequoia is burned, it dries out, pops open, and disperses its seeds. Experts tell us each cone, though only 2.5 inches long and 1.5 inches wide, contains up to 200 seeds. The wind carries the seeds and deposits them on the ground as silently as snowflakes, and so life springs from death, and the flames result in new birth. A cultivated heart. Ironically, however, the forest that Ken was photographing contains no young trees. If fire opens a cone which produces 200 seeds, and one tree can produce tens of thousands of cones, why isn't there new growth? Where are all the young sequoia trees? Unfortunately, tourists and onlookers have caused another problem. The ground has been hardened by their trampling feet. With no cultivation or breaking up of the soil, the seeds cannot take root and multiply. The key to the growth of the seeds is nitrogen-rich soil, the result of layer upon layer of ash from many fires. Jesus' parable of the sower holds great truths about fireproofing your life, how to live a life that can withstand the fire and produce fruit. And he spoke many things to them in parables, saying, "Behold, the sower went out to sow. And as he sowed, some seeds fell beside the road, and the birds came and ate them up. Others fell on the rocky places where they did not have much soil, and immediately they sprang up, because they had no depth."